Yes, can you believe it's here?
I can't.
Where did the summer go? It is the first edition of the Recruiting Report. And Michael, I wanted to start off with something very positive, but we have to begin this debut edition with some bad news. It's news you cannot ignore. One of the state's top 25 prospects, McEachern's Taj Griffin and Creekside's Jayson Stanley, all already gone for the year. Both have knee injuries. So let's first discuss Griffin. He tore his ACL last Saturday while playing against the same North Gwinnett team we're going to see tonight. How's the young man holding up?
Zach, he's doing well considering the circumstances, but obviously he's disappointed and has a long road ahead of recovery. You know, these kids work so hard. They have such big expectations as a senior, and then to get hurt in the first game, yikes. Taj Griffin is ranked as the nation's #1 all-purpose running back. He committed early to Oregon. He looked so good in last week's game up until the injury. And this is a pretty big deal for McEachern too, Zach, because a lot of people picked them to win this year's state championship.
Yeah, they did. And the other high-profile recruit to go down was Jayson Stanley, the wide receiver from Creekside. Georgia fans know all about Jayson because he's recently committed to the Bulldog Nation.
Yes, sir. Jayson committed to Georgia over Auburn a couple of weeks ago, and it was big news for the Bulldogs. The wide receiver is the #1 priority for this year's recruiting class. Georgia already has commitments from 5 wide receivers, Zach. 5. And you could argue that Jayson is the best out of that group.
And Michael, I was reading that of those 5 wide receiver recruits, all 5 are 4 stars or higher. So Georgia definitely getting in on some of the best talent in the nation in the wide receiver department. All right, one final topic to discuss. Both Griffin and Stanley committed to colleges before their senior seasons. And the good news is it appears that both Oregon and Georgia will honor the scholarship offers to them. And to me, this seems like an excellent idea, a no-brainer of why kids want to commit early on in case they have an injury that knocks them out for the rest of their senior season.
Yes, I totally agree, Zach. It is a no-brainer. Great examples of that type of situation. If you're a kid and you get your dream offer from a college, I personally don't see any reason to delay accepting it. Maybe you want to visit a few other schools. I get that. But nowadays, most of these colleges are fine with that as long as you don't do it too close to signing day. They get nervous when you do that, visit other schools in December and January. But yes, if a kid truly has a dream offer, I'd advise him to strongly consider committing because #1, you won't lose your spot to another recruit on your dream team. And Zach, #2, it protects you in case of injury. It rarely happens like with these 2 kids, but it does happen.
All right, Michael, thanks as always for your time. Looking forward to a fun year. Should be a lot of fun.
Can't believe it's here.
Debut edition in the books here on the Recruiting Report. We'll see you next time, everybody.